welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded anything. This one's going to be kind of a quick one because I just want to go over my my new everyday skincare routine. It's not really that much, I feel like it's not really that much. Not as much as it used to be. As you can see, my skin isn't perfect. It's also not super problematic, which I like, I like it. There's just a few spots that I need to kind of recover from. But besides that, I think it's okay. It's alright. So in this one, I'm going to go over my morning and nighttime routine. They're both pretty similar. It kind of just varies on if I'm wearing makeup that day or if I'm just barefaced. It's usually easier when I'm not wearing anything. But let me start off by kind of explaining or showing you what I use when I do wear makeup. Now when I do wear it, it's not like a super lightweight, BB cream and mascara. It's full on beat face pretty much every day, and if you don't take it off correctly, it can actually damage your skin if you just leave it on overnight and sleep with it for who knows how many days. So I'm not sure if it's going to focus or not, but I use the Studio 35 Night Calming Makeup Remover wipes or towelettes. There's 25 of these. They're really not that expensive. Okay, now let's move on to the rest of it. The rest of it's all pretty much the same. That and another product are the only things that are different, but I'll explain it as I go throughout my routine. Excuse the hair, I just finished taking a shower, so it's damp still. So I decided to switch my skincare routine because I am getting older and I freak out over aging, I try my best to take care of my skin so that I don't pay for it later on in life. Right now for my cleanser, I'm using the Uemura POREfinist cleansing oil. I'm not sure how well I'm gonna show you because this bottle's pretty big. This has 5 fluid ounces. At first when I received it, I'm like, it's not that big, but you really only need a pump and a half, maybe 2. So let me show you how it works. Let me roll my sleeves up. You take a pump. I just do a pump and a half because honestly 2 or more is just excessive. And I spread it around my hand. You just glide it over your face. It has a really light scent. So I like to work it in for a while, maybe a minute to a minute and a half. If I mispronounce any of these names, sorry, I took Japanese maybe for 1.5 years in high school, but I only retained maybe 3%. Okay, so next, you want to get a little bit of water. It changes it to a milky consistency. And I just continue to massage this in for a while. Besides having the cleansing benefits that you get out of, your regular skincare routine, it's also good because you get a light, or a nice little facial massage to get the blood flowing. I'm just going to use one of these cotton squares to remove the rest of it. So after a day of working out and being outside with my cat, I know it might be a little gross. I don't know if you can see anything, but this is all the dirt and oil throughout the day. Gross. So then I use face masks at least 3 times a week. Today is not one of those days, but if it were one of those days, I like using sheet masks. The ones that I have right now are the coconut water fiber face masks. They look like this. Super cute packaging. And I leave it on for 20 to 30 minutes. I know it says 10 to 20, but I really like to set that in there. There's always extra serums or whatever they use in there, so I usually bring that down as much as I can. But since today is not a mask day, we will continue. You want to pat your face dry. Okay, so my next product is the Uemura Tsuya Skin. This is the Youthful Crystal Transparency Lotion. This is number 3. So this has a jelly consistency, which I thought was kind of strange. I've never used a transparency lotion that's jelly, So what I do is take a cotton square and put a couple of dots on here, and then I wrap it around. I do my cheeks first. And the reason why I like using cotton squares and not just my fingers is because anything that's left over from that cleanser that you couldn't take off with either the water or a towel will show up on these. Sometimes there is excess stuff, sometimes there's not, it just varies. So now with that out of the way, my next step would be my eye cream. And again, it is the Uemura Tsuya Skin. This one is the Youth Infusing Eye Concentrate. I take a little bit on my ring finger, and then just tap it in. So now that we have our Youthful Crystal Transparency Lotion and our eye cream, I can move on to the final step in my skincare routine, which is the actual moisturizing part. I will be using the Uemura Tsuya Skin Youthful Bouncy-Fine Cream. So this came with a little spoolie so you can scoop out your moisturizer. So I'm going to take my spoolie and the cream. So that is the amount that I'm taking. It's like, look at the comparison between my hand and the cream. Now this is kind of a lot, but I like to really go in with my moisturizer. At least on the bottom half of my face, because I do shave sometimes. And I'll also bring this down as far down as I can, down to my chest. And once I'm close to the end, I'll just press that in. And the final result is nice, clean skin. It feels pretty light, it's really moisturizing. It reflects light beautifully. I don't know if you can see. That's it for my updated skincare routine. This is going to be my new routine until I run out, which honestly, you only need a little bit of each product. So this will be my routine for the next 3 to 5 months. I love how it leaves my skin feeling clean and moisturized and light. I'm on day 4 of this skincare routine, and I can honestly already tell a difference on how this texture is now gone. It's smoother, my makeup goes on, my makeup glides on, it doesn't just go on, it glides on. On the days that I do leave on my face mask, for those 20 to 30 minutes that I do leave it on, I like to either read or just take that time to think about my life and, kind of reflect on what I could change or do better on, just because I personally like to grow faster as a person, if that makes sense. I don't know if that really makes any sense, but I don't like staying the same. I like to change everything up. Back to what I was talking about. When I try a skincare line, I like to try the whole skincare line. I can't just be like, oh, let me just try their moisturizer. No, it has to be like the whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in so you can see like the exact texture, but just let me carefully move all this stuff out of the way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how I keep my skin how it is. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.